All right, ready to unlock some English learning secrets? We're diving into a YouTube video by Marco and Erica, two English teachers who are sharing some tips on how to sound more natural.
Yeah, they really get into the good stuff, the practical phrases and stuff you can actually use.
Right. Like one thing I always struggle with is saying, I don't like something without being too negative.
Oh, yeah.
Marco and Erica have a great tip for that.
Oh, what is it?
They say use not all that crazy about.
Oh, that's a good one.
Like if someone asks if you like shopping, you can just say, I'm not all that crazy about shopping.
Yeah, that sounds so much better than just a flat no.
So much more diplomatic.
It is. It's
Yeah.
like you're acknowledging it without having to say you like it.
Right. And on the topic of preferences, they mention that tasty is a really common way to describe food.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny you hear it so much more than delicious.
Yeah, tasty is just more like everyday conversation.
It's not so formal.
Totally.
Anyway, moving on, Marco and Erica also talk about understanding fast English. And they say contractions are key for that. Especially, I'd recommend, and you got to...
They even play clips so you can hear how those sound naturally.
And I think that's so helpful.
Yeah, it's like, think about how you talk in your own native language. You use shortcuts and slang, right?
Exactly.
Well, English is the same.
And then Erica shares this story about getting food poisoning from, get this, fresh orange juice.
Oh, no.
From when she was traveling in Morocco.
Wow.
Turns out the water they used for the juice might have been contaminated.
Yeah, that's definitely a good reminder to be careful when you travel, especially with food and water in new places.
It really is. You never know what can happen.
Even with something that seems harmless like orange juice.
Exactly. You got to be
Exactly.
careful out there.
It's like a good reminder to just like be aware, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Back to the language learning.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So they also talk about how important it is to, immerse yourself in the language.
Right, like really surround yourself with it.
Listening to authentic content, like podcasts, music, whatever.
And Erica mentioned she loves watching shows and movies in English.
Yeah, it's a fun way to learn.
And you can pick up so much, like vocabulary and stuff.
Oh, definitely. Plus, Marco says you got to actually engage with it, not just passively listen.
Right, like repeat phrases, try to mimic how they sound.
Yeah.
It's all about getting those sounds right. Marco even talks about his routine, how he dedicates time every day to just focus on his English.
He's all about consistency.
It's so important. Like even short bursts of practice are better than nothing.
Way better than trying to cram it all at once.
Oh, yeah, totally.
And he also mentions using language learning apps and websites.
Yeah, they can be really helpful.
There are so many out there.
But at the end of the day, there's no substitute for actually talking with native speakers.
Right. That's where you can put everything into practice.
And they make it sound so easy, like just find a language exchange partner or join a conversation group.
Or even just chat with someone online.
It's about getting out there and actually using the language.
It's all about practice.
And don't be afraid to make mistakes.
Oh, yeah. They emphasize that a lot.
Mistakes are how you learn.
Exactly.
The most important thing is to keep trying.
And to have fun.
Oh, for sure. Learning English should be an adventure.
It's about opening yourself up to new ways of thinking and communicating.
And honestly, their passion is just contagious.
It really makes you want to learn.
It's inspiring.
Yeah, like no matter your level, there's always more to learn.
Always something new to discover.
We've got even more to talk about, but we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. And one thing that stuck with me from Marco and Erica is how important patience is.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like learning a language, it takes time.
It really does. It's not something that happens overnight.
They were both really honest about, those times you feel discouraged.
Totally.
Everyone goes through that.
It's true, and it's easy to get down on yourself.
But then you have those moments where it just clicks.
Oh, yeah, those aha moments are the best.
They make it all worth it.
And as you get better, you start to see the world differently,
It's like you unlock a whole new perspective.
Exactly. So, to anyone out there learning English, remember, you can do it.
It just takes time and effort.
And don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's how you learn.
Like Marco and Erica said, just keep practicing and have fun.
That's the most important thing.
So what's the takeaway here?
Keep learning, keep exploring.
And keep those ears open. We'll catch you on our next deep dive.